There's a meme I've been thinking about a lot lately, a viral tweet that reads, and I quote, "I never thought leopards would eat my face, sobs woman who voted for the leopards eating people's faces party." It's an adage that has been proven relevant, time and again, when the American right is forced to reckon with the consequences of its own actions. Most recently in Utah, where Republicans passed a law targeting books in school libraries that contain, quote, pornographic or indecent content. And would you know it, that very law has now been used to restrict access to, wait for it, the Bible.
With the holy book in one hand and signs in the other, frustrated parents calling out the recent decision by Davis School District that voted to remove the King James Version of the Bible from elementary and middle school libraries.
Period. Thank you very much.
The move coming after a complaint was filed with the district in December, when the district received an anonymous grievance that said the school district was ignoring, quote, one of the most sex-ridden books around, the Bible, adding that this edition of the Bible, quote, has no serious values for minors because it's pornographic by our new definition. Get this porn out of our schools.
So maybe it's time to update that meme. I never thought they would ban my favorite book, sobs woman who voted for the book banning party. State Representative Carol Spackman Moss is a Democratic member of the Utah State House. Before running for office, she was a high school teacher for more than 30 years, and she joins me now. Representative Moss, thanks so much for coming on the show. What is your reaction to the King James Bible being taken out of some Utah school libraries? Do you support that move on the basis of, I don't know, consistency? If Republicans are going to ban books with vulgarity or sex in them, then that includes the Bible.
Yes, it was consistent. And by the way, I was an English teacher. I taught literature and writing, and I sometimes taught a unit called the Bible as literature. But the person who filed this challenge just put it out there to see if they would follow the same process and see what they're doing to other books. And boy, did the lawmakers, the Republicans, take the bait. And all this outrage they expressed in meetings. And not just outrage, but actual threats in the meeting last week, that they could charge them with, if they don't just immediately take a book out that's been challenged as pornographic, they could charge them with felonies. But the Bible, they said things like this is the first step toward atheism and hedonism. But all they did was the district followed their procedure of let parents and teacher review committees make a decision, and they put it in high schools only. That was it.
So do you think Utah Republicans are simply going to end up changing their own rules here to protect religious texts that they approve of? There's some talk that the Book of Mormon could be challenged next, which would be hugely controversial in Utah.
Yes, it would. It would. But what they were the person who challenged it, I assume they were pointing out is the bill is flawed because we should take everything in context at its literary value. And they're not doing this with some books. They're just saying these lines are what they call the bright line. They're pornographic. They should be taken out. No, all books that are challenged should be looked at as a whole, not by individual words or passages. And Mehdi, I just want to say they haven't discovered Shakespeare yet.
God help us all. So you spent decades as an English teacher, as you say. You mentioned Shakespeare. Yes. Big picture. What do you make of this right-wing campaign of book bannings in your state and across the country? What impact, in your view, is it having on our public schools, on the American education system? It's a
huge impact. Inordinate amount of time. In the district I taught in with 62,000 students, there have been 94 books challenged by 6 people. And this is typical. Wow. And these lists do not just come out. Many I don't think people have even read. They come from lists, groups like Moms for Liberty in Utah, Utah Parents United. It's a small but very organized group. They're the same books that have been in the canon for years. The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, beloved. See, they've gone from just looking for books that have to do with LGBTQ kids and BIPOC kids, That's the primary list. Now they're moving into established literary works. And that's where I really say we have to draw the line. Hundreds of thousands of dollars are being spent on this, time, hours and hours, instead of working on kids learning to read. See, I have many of those books. I've read them. Kids that need to make up the losses during COVID. There's so many things we need to do. And what's happening, Mehdi, is that teachers are leaving, librarians are quitting, and that's the tragedy. It's part of what I see as an overall attempt to destroy public education. Voucher bills, homeschooling, many schools more school choice. This is one aspect, and it's very dangerous. These are our most important freedoms: the freedom to read, the freedom to speak, academic freedom, and I'm very concerned about it. And I think there will be lawsuits to follow. Pretty sure of it. These are unconstitutional laws.
I do share your concern, and I'm glad you joined the dots there, making the point that this is about the deliberate destruction of public education. It's about much more than just books or lines in books. Utah State Representative Carol Spackman Moss, thank you so much for your time tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. My pleasure. Thank you.